Happy Sunday, everyone. Welcome back to the Urban Impact Show. I am your host, Brittany Janelle.
I'm Dewana Bradley.
And Jamal, better yet known as Coach Maul.
We're back for another Sunday. Before we get started, I just wanted to shout out the studio where we are filming this session. If you would like to rent the studio, please call 515-996-0326. The studio is owned by Miss Lauren Campbell. You can throw an event here, you can do pictures, birthday parties, host a podcast, whatever you'd like to do. So if you are interested, give her a call at 515-996-0326. How's everybody doing today?
Doing good. It's basketball time. That's why I was late today. So I was watching all the basketball games.
Are you a basketball fan?
I am. So really, I don't have a team. I really don't care. I just like to watch. I like to watch games. I love to watch football games. I love to watch basketball games, and March Madness never fails with the good
all the
upsets.
Games.
All the upsets. So I love basketball. I want to give a shout out to Valley High School for winning their.
Good job.
I graduated from Valley High School, so congratulations. And I think they're going to be a team to watch because I think most of their players are sophomores.
Yeah.
So they might be dominating the field for a little bit.
That's awesome.
So I personally want to give a shout out to Grandview Christian School. That's the school my son goes to, and they won the Class 1A championship. So I want to give a shout out to Grandview Christian School, and then give a shout out to our ladies representing here today. We got Iowa State, who won the Big 12 conference women. We got Drake University, Missouri Valley Conference, and then I think University of Iowa. Am I right on that too? University of Iowa women won. That would be the Big 10. Is that right? Conference. So shout out to
Iowa, the women. That's awesome.
Yes, that's great. So I'm loving football. I left watching Penn State and Purdue 65-67, I think it was. 6.4 seconds. So I'll be checking my phone to see who won that game.
When does March Madness? Because it's here, isn't it here?
Oh no, it's coming the 16th.
Nice.
March 16th through the 18th. Okay. The tickets are expensive. I wanted to surprise my mom.
What's expensive?
No. Wait, let me tell you.
We watching it on TV.
Yes, I wanted to surprise my mom. The not VIP tickets were $500, but it's for all day, so you get everything. The VIP tickets were $800, and she's a huge my mom can call the play before the ref even tells you what the call is. My mom knows the call. She's just sitting there offensive foul. I'm like, how you know all this stuff? So, anyways, yes, it's expensive, but we've got about over 20,000 people that will enter into our city.
And that's good for the city.
Great for the city.
But we should get some type of discount. You know how at Disneyland, if you're a resident of California, you get more of a discount on the ticket. We should get a discount on the ticket.
All right, y'all. NCAA should give us Iowans discount on some tickets or something.
Yeah.
Anybody had a box you want to let my mama in? I'm just saying right now.
Yeah.
I'll drop her off. I'll pick her up. She would love to be down at Wells Fargo.
Right.
With some water bottles.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Jamal, how you been?
Oh, good. Just got off work. As you know, my boot camp is going on right now.
Yes.
So that's going good. We got it tomorrow morning at 5 a.m. Other than that, just catching up. You know, it's the weekend, so you catch up with laundry and all that different stuff. So
yeah, Brittany.
Yeah, it's a good boot camp.
Yeah.
When it first Monday, so I was like, I have to wake up at 5. I kept checking my phone throughout the night because I didn't want to miss it. Because when you commit to something, and I got all excited about it, but it helped my day. I feel like 5 o'clock is a great time because especially if you work early, it kickstart my day off. I feel like I had a better day because I worked out. So and it is not hard. He's easing us into it. Yeah. So it's not like you fall out, you're going to fall out afterwards. You feel good. You feel like you had a good workout. But I remember from running track, workouts to where you're falling out. I don't want to come back the next day. It's not like that.
Yeah, I try not to discourage people.
Yeah.
Say I want them to come back. Yeah. No, that's good. Well, tonight is the Oscars. I'm also an Oscars fan. So, we can talk about last year, but we don't have to. But
let's just forget about it.
Let's just forget about it, okay? I think Chris Rock said it all, so let's just forget about it. But I am going to watch the Oscars tonight. I love the Oscars. I'm the Oscars fan who watched the Oscars, but I ain't watched none of those movies.
Yeah,
I just like to watch. I just like to see how
people are dressed. And let's be honest, because of what happened last year, they're going to get way more viewers because they don't know what's going to happen.
Yep.
You know what I mean? Something else might happen.
Yeah.
So, and can Will go?
No, he's banned for the next 10 years.
Oh my God.
I think Will Smith is banned for the next 10 years.
What about Jada?
Oscars. I think Jada's free to come.
She bet not go. She bet not come. She bet not come.
She could show up tonight without him, but technically he's banned for the next 10 years. So.
He didn't want to come anyway.
So yeah, I don't know. I don't even know if either. They didn't nominate Emancipation. So that's what I was checking for to see, like, would they actually nominate him without him being present?
Able to come.
Yeah.
He's
so,
toast.
Yeah. So I guess the answer is no.
Who's the host?
What's the guy on Channel 5, the late night host? I can't think of his name. No, it's not Jimmy Fallon. It's
Steve Colbert.
No, I think he's on Channel 5. I think he does a late night show. We'll have to look that up.
You think he'll be good, though?
Out. He's hosted it before, I think. So I think he knows what
So they're trying to play it safe. They're like, let's get somebody that's out the way.
Yeah, I think they found someone that they know that's going to keep it light.
Jimmy Kimmel.
He's going to do good.
Jimmy Kimmel.
He's going to do good.
Yeah, I think he's done it before. And like you said, I think they want it to be just kind of quiet and, they don't want too much going down. And so he'd be the one to be kind of make sure that we laugh about it, but not be too inappropriate about it.
Because they're going to bring it up. I'm sure they're going to bring it up.
Of course. And they'll probably do a little parody about it.
Yeah,
I'm
I can
sure
see that.
somebody will do something. So
Like, Will, you here?
Yeah, yep, exactly. Or be like, hey, Will Smith. Like, to try to just throw everybody off.
Yeah, so and shout out to Rob Johnson. We miss you. We'll say that every week just because it sounds good on camera. But actually, no, I'm just joking. We too miss you, Rob. So we're looking forward to you joining us back in April. Rob is on a speaking tour right now. So he's in different spaces and places. He's still here in the city, but on Sundays, he just won't be here on the show. But we will welcome him back.
He's a busy man.
Yep, in the month of April. But Jamal's been doing his thing. So
I hope I made you proud.
You've been doing a great job. So we love having you on the show. And so we've got a jam-packed show today. So we're excited
about today's show.
Yeah, to get started and get going. So we're going to take a pause and we'll be right back with our first guest for the Urban Impact Show. Welcome back to the Urban Impact Show. I'm your host, Dewana Bradley, and we are here with a very special guest, Miss Noemi Mendez. Welcome to the Urban Impact Show.
Thanks for having me
here,
Dewana.
Thank you for being here. Tell everyone a little bit about yourself before I get into why you're here. Tell me a little about yourself.
Yeah, so basically I'm an educator. I have been in education for about 22 years. I've been a teacher, early childhood teacher, middle school curriculum. Currently I serve as the interim principal at Capitol View Elementary, and I am an aspired writer. I want to continue to write children's stories, preferably.
Yay! Well, so I actually happen to have a copy of Ms. Noemi's book. It is Besitos de Lejitos. Yay! Kisses from a Distance. I'm not a Spanish speaker, but I wanted to make sure, it's really important to make sure that we pronounce everything right and correct. And so this is the book that I want you all to go out and get. But I want to talk to you a little bit about, you know, knowing you for a little bit, where did the inspiration come to write a book?
So, you know, in general, I've always wanted to write. I've always wanted to write children's books. And so when the pandemic hit in 2020 and we were all in quarantine, I just decided, you know what, I'm going to start writing. And I started writing a bunch of different books, children's books. And I wrote a series actually. But then I took a pause to write this one, because this is, Besitos de Lejitos is in regards to the pandemic.
Got it.
Yes.
Okay. Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, I feel like the pandemic brought all kinds of stuff out of us. Like everybody during the pandemic became this like, well, I'm in the house, I got to do something. And people in our house was getting on our nerves. So we started creating things, I think. And so, you know, I know we always look at the pandemic as a bad thing, but I think for you, you were able to write and get some things accomplished. So why was it important for this to be the first one? Because you said you wrote a series. So is the series connected to this at all?
So no, so as we are coming back from the pandemic, I started seeing all the children coming back.
Right.
And it kind of struck me, because when we were coming back to brick and mortar, kids were in their little masks, parents were sending their kids with the unknown of what's going to happen. Do you remember? We didn't know what was going to happen.
No, we didn't. I remember,
so I just kind of hit me, and I said, oh my gosh, how does that feel if I was a parent sending my baby back to school, and I saw, you know, the buses drive by. I was still working from home, and I saw this through TV, and I thought, oh my gosh, how difficult must that be? So this book is in regards to the pandemic and coming back to school live. So, I was inspired by that, and then just paused my series of books that I began to write, and took off and wrote Besitos de Lejitos.
Yeah, this is great. So I know you've been doing a little tour. I've been seeing you around town, going to different spaces. What does it mean to you to see, you know, you've got younger kids who are looking up to you and they're seeing this book? And I think representation matters, you know, big time for young people of color, and to see that they can flip through this book and see someone who looks like them. How has that response been, and what has it meant to you?
It's incredibly rewarding, actually. The kids that I work with, even in my own school, I'm like a hero, just saying. I feel like a hero with my own kids, and I'm thinking, oh my gosh, you know, for all the kids out there that don't have a book that relates to them. Here's Besitos de Lejitos that has, you know, individuals that represent who you are, and it's so rewarding that kids are loving the characters, that parents are buying. I got a picture the other day from a parent that said, my daughter relates to this character, and sent me a picture of her baby, and it's just adorable. Sweet. Yes, it really is something. When I was teaching kindergarten, there was very few books out. There is a lot of books, but not enough. There's definitely not enough. So I remember just picking the books out as well, trying to find books that represented our community. So the rest of my series also has books that represent everyone.
So you said you've got a series that you're working on. When could we expect that maybe those books would be starting to come out?
Yes. So we have a few coming out this year, hopefully. And then the rest of the series, I'm actually struggling with an illustrator. So I need support. I need illustrators. The books are written. They're ready to go. They just need people to come and support with the illustrations.
Okay. So we need an illustrator. If you're listening and an illustration is what you do, we will give you Noemi Noemi's contact information, and she is looking for an illustrator. And I have another author I might be able to connect you with. Maybe the illustration thing might work. That might work there. But talk to me about, where does your inspiration come for these books? Because you've gotten them produced, you've got the series going, and that's not an easy task. But where does that inspiration come for these books?
Yeah, and you know what? These books came from my own childhood. So as you see the series, you're going to see characters who I grew up with. You'll see characters from my childhood. So things that I was passionate, and back in the day, do you remember playing outside?
I know.
Instead of being on video games.
Exactly.
So a lot of my books are related to kind of what we did as kids.
Right.
So it's going to be a lot of fun kind of seeing that come back. I don't know how familiar kids are going to be with a lot of those games we used to play, but I'm bringing back the 80s, 90s kind of childhood of life, and playing outside, being barefoot, and enjoying, just being a kid.
That's great. That's great. So I know that you have an event coming up where there's going to be another book signing. Will you also be selling the books there as well?
I will be. And on top of that, Dwana, we're going to be giving, so the profit's going to be for schools. So I'm picking wonderful. 5 different schools. As you buy a book, you're going to be in a raffle per se.
Right.
And I will be doing a drawing where 5 schools of your choice are going to get a book for their library.
Oh, that's wonderful.
Yeah.
So tell everyone where the next book signing is going to be, date and time and location.
Yep. So the next book signing is going to be at Pots and Shots, 9500 University Avenue in West Des Moines. And it's going to be at 5 o'clock. Looking forward to seeing everybody.
All right. That's great. So I just want to leave with one more thing. Some people are thinking about doing something like this. They've thought, this is something I really want to do, or they've kind of jotted some things down on paper and they put it to the wayside. If you could, I told you didn't really have to look into the camera, but if you could speak to that young lady, that young man who was like, I think I got it, but I don't know if I really got it. And I'm a little nervous to really put my foot forward in this. Could you just speak a few words to them to give them some inspiration to go ahead and try it?
Absolutely. Absolutely. Just do it. Just do the work that you want to do, what you're passionate about. Don't be afraid. Don't be afraid that of people criticizing your work. Just do what you love and be passionate about what you love, and you'll take off and do it. Don't even worry about any criticism, and just have the passion in you and take off with your dream. And continue that. Don't stop. And you'll get published. If that's what you want, if that's what your dream is, it'll get published. You're going to change a lot of lives as well, because people like children that you're representing in your stories, or if that's what you choose to do, they will be looking at you as a model, a role model. So you're going to be changing a lot of lives as well. So just think about your dreams and make them happen.
That is great. Well, Noemi, you didn't know that we were going to do this, but here at the Urban Impact Show, we love supporting people that come through our spaces. So we're going to buy 3 books from the Urban Impact Show, and we're going to give those books out here in the near future. So you just let me know how I need to Cash App you, Venmo you, whatever I need to do. I'll make sure you get that taken care of. But we are just super excited for the work that you do. And we really want to support, people of color, people who are doing really great things to make an impact on folks in the community. So we're going to buy 3 books.
Oh, thank you
We
so
are
much.
going to give those 3 books out on a future episode of the Urban Impact Show. So just keep listening and tuning in. But we are really excited for the work that you're doing. So thank you so much for being on the show. And we look forward to keep us updated on how we continue to support your work.
Awesome.
All right. Thank you. Well, thank you so much. Oh, contact info for Ms. Noemi. Could you give us your contact information?
I can. So my email address is mullick@msn.com.
All right.
Yes, that's
you
where
make
you
sure
get
you get a hold of Ms. Noemi, and we are going to take a short break. We will be right back with the Urban Impact Show.
Last name. Let me not say her old last name.
Everybody. Yes, everybody.
Thank you so much for coming in. Thank you so much for coming and talking to us about the event. Sorry, a second. Thank you for coming and talking to us about the event. You want to tell us about your group and then about the event and date and things like that.
Absolutely. Ladylike DSM. We are having our African American Women's Empowerment Brunch Summit April 15th. This is our 5th year, I believe, and it's steadily growing. And the power and impact that you have when you're in a room of other Black women. And
it's a feeling you can't describe.
Absolutely. And I just want everybody to know about that, to be able to experience that, whether you are unemployed, underemployed, not employed, it does not matter. We come together in this space to love on each other. We're trying to help grow our hearts and our minds, learn new things from each other, sharpen skills. It's just a good time for any Black woman in the state of Iowa. They should definitely be there.
How did this start? I know the summit is a new piece, right? The summit portion with classes or workshops.
Right.
That's a new piece.
Well, so this year we added an additional day. So it's Friday, Saturday. So April 15th, I believe that's the Saturday part.
14th, 15th?
Yes. So it's 14th and 15th. On the 14th, we're doing more of a panel discussion talking about what it means to support Black women. Why is that necessary? That's open to allies and other folks. On the 15th, that Saturday, that's specifically targeting Black women within the state of Iowa. And so...
So if you're not in the state, you can't attend?
Well, I mean, if you drive...
Well, my mom wants to come. My mom wants to come.
Come on,
so that's why I was like, wait, can you not come if you're not an Iowa resident?
No, you can definitely come. But this year, we're completely in person. And so we welcome anybody that if you...
I'm excited.
Absolutely. LadyLikeDSM.com is where you can get your ticket. And any and every Black woman that wants to attend is more than welcome to. It's going to be a good time. We have our keynote speaker. We're going to announce that later this week. Super excited. She is a national name that definitely speaks truth to power. And she...
Are we going to be super, everyone knows who she is, knows her, knows where she comes from?
I would think so, but, Can
you give us a hint?
A hint. Nope.
Well, you got to come to the event to see who this keynote is going to be. How did this event start? So some people, I know our audience a lot know about the event, but how did it start?
So they started with Lindsay and Deidre.
Lindsay White.
Yes, Lindsay White, Deidre Desir, not Shekinah. I was not present. But this was the brainchild of Lindsay White and Deidre Desir. They were looking for a Black Women's Empowerment Conference to attend, and there was not one close. It was farther out states, and they were like, well, we should create one. If we're looking for this, other women are probably looking for the same thing, so we should do that. And pushed to have that. The first one was at Drake. There was a list of great speakers that came. Women talked about their experience and how they enjoyed it. I attended that one as an attendee. And then...
friends pulled you into
it. Yes, that's how that happened. Voluntold, right? And I think it's so powerful, right? And we need that kind of growth. Now, another element to Ladylike DSM, the brunch this year, is Sip and Shop. We had this last year, but we want to make sure all the vendors know, if you are a Black woman that has a business, you should be here. You can sell your services to the other ladies that are in the space. And it's a huge marketing opportunity, expand your audience, all of those things. But they'll be sipping, they'll be shopping. Whether you're sipping water or mimosa, that's your prerogative. But you have the ability to.
ladies who are going to be vendors. So I think I'm super excited about this event because, like you said, we don't have no women empowerment, weekend, anything, besides I think Sister Soul Fest, that's a woman empowerment type of, but so with this, I think this is awesome where we can all get together and network. Sometimes, and I know it's probably not just with Black women, but it's hard for us to get together and sharing certain things and speak, positivity into each other. So I think this is a good weekend, you and your friends, you and your mom, you and your sister. My mom lives in Oklahoma, but I had started to tell her about the event and she seen me share it. So she's like, me and her and my cousin, they want to come. You know what I mean? So I think that's good for me and my mom to be able to do something fun like that together. So I'm super excited. I'm always love to eat good food and be able to, like, me and my best friend always say, like, we have to we're so busy, events like this we can hang out.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? So even though she'll be vending, like, we'll still be able to hang out because this is something we will go out of town to do.
Right.
You know? So
absolutely. EMC and Green State Credit Union helped to make this 2-day event possible, and so we got to shout out those sponsor folks.
Thank you.
Love them. And even if ladies are coming by themselves, that's okay. You can definitely meet a friend. There are lots of friendly people like me that will be there.
So who's all throwing this event? It's you, Deidre, Lindsay White.
Yes. So Lady Like DSM is the organization that is the powerhouse pushing this. Yes. We have a committee of folks that are dedicated to that. Shout out to the committee. You are great people. Lindsay, Deidre, myself, Courtney, Privacy LLC, Alexis, lots of folks on the, I'm missing Lindsay Canaday, lots of folks on the committee. Awesome. But yeah, many hands to lift the load.
And I think it's like great women who are impactful in our city putting this on, you know, so I know it's going to be awesome.
It is going to be great. I'm excited. I cannot wait.
Is there anything else you want to share about the event that our viewers should know? I mean, ticket prices, where to go to get tickets again?
Absolutely. So Lady Like DSM, you can find us on Facebook, on Instagram, on the World Wide Web. And you go to the website, there's an Eventbrite link there. If you want to get a ticket as a vendor, that's a space available for you, a VIP ticket. If you're a student, like Shekinah, we balling on a budget. That's okay, girl, we got you too. So there are different ranges of tickets for any kind of lady that's involved. But if you want to be there, hit us up, let us know. You can slide in the DMs of Lady Like DSM, if you are a lady, and let us know. But we want to make sure we're minimizing all barriers so that all the Black women that want to be in this space can definitely do so. But yeah, it'll be good stuff. LadyLikeDSM.com.
Well, I will be there. I'm excited about it. I'm hoping my mom could come. She wants to come, so hopefully we can make that happen. But I think this is going to be a great event for our city. It will. Well, thank you so much for coming on and sharing that with us. We are going to take a break, and thank you for watching. We'll be right back.
All right, we are back with Hot Topics. We are the Urban Impact Show. So one of the things that was pretty interesting to me is John Morant, he's back in the news again. So. And
I thought, like, did he do this on purpose? Like, because you know how some of them are like, okay, so I'm relevant, let me just keep it going type of thing?
That's what I'm starting to wonder. I mean, the video I seen.
Because I was kind of stressed out for him. He's not stressed out.
No, he must be trying to throw it all away. Yeah. Or maybe he's partying because he knows it's about to be over.
So, and here's what I was wanted clarification around. Mm-hmm. So was he suspended indefinitely from the Grizzlies or from the NBA?
I think from the Grizzlies.
So someone next season can pick him up.
Yeah.
Okay, because at first I was like, that's a bit extreme.
It is. And
you know
I think
what I mean?
that now they're just kind of picking on him. I think. Yeah, they're picking.
But think about it. This is the world we live in. We see something. That's right. So it's like, if I was in a club, I probably would have recorded him too.
And you know what I mean? He's hot right now.
Yeah,
he should know.
Because when we see celebrities or we see different things, you're going to do that. I just think, so I'm happy at a lot of the things that like players were having to say in support of him because, and someone compared him to AI back in his prime. Yeah. AI was always doing stuff. There was just no social media.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's like, I hope maybe this teaches him a lesson where he's like, okay, I got to calm down. I got to get focused, because think about it. He was like, he would probably been MVP this year, right?
Well, he lost one of his sponsors already, Gatorade.
I know, that's a huge sponsor.
Yep, it is. So, yeah. So that, what else we got in this hot topic? The cartel. The kidnapping of the cartel.
I watch Narcos.
Yeah.
So every time something happens, I be like, Narcos. Like, I can see what's going to happen because of what they have shown. Like, for one, I don't know that I would be going to, if I go to Mexico, I'm not leaving my resort.
No. And I think, too, the issue is, too, when they got there, they probably was just, when you go there somewhere as a tourist, you're looking around. And I think it was an accident, but I think it happened so quick. You know what I mean?
But I guess what I don't understand, were they targeted or did they sense that they were tourists?
It looks like they thought they were they thought they were part of the Haitian cartels or the Haitian gang that they were having issues with. That's what it was, yeah.
Well, I like the fact that the cartel, they're like, hey, we're turning them in. Y'all not messing up our agreements that we have with our government. So here they go. Mm-hmm. And in one of the pictures, one of the guys was like smiling and laughing.
Yeah, like, he was smiling until they flipped them shirts over their head.
So did they kill them?
They killed 2 of them. Yeah, they killed 2 of them. Mm-hmm. They accidentally shot a lady when they first started shooting, but they
No, I'm talking about, did they kill the
group? The cartel. No, 2 of the people are dead.
I know the black, so 2, it was like a lady and a guy.
The 5 people, I think they turned them in.
So they didn't kill the 5 people turned in?
No.
Yeah, and so they did a conference, not a press conference, but like an interview with one of the ladies who was, I guess, back at the hotel. Mm-hmm. And she's like, it scared her because they never, like they said that they'd be back in 10 minutes, they never returned. So can you imagine being on vacation and your friends don't come back and for days?
Search for them and they get you.
They said that the people who got shot, they tried to run.
Oh, yeah. So, yeah, that right there, the cartel. And can you imagine, too, not knowing, you can't speak Spanish.
Oh, my God.
Imagine that.
I watch, all I'm saying is,
Yeah.
I watch Narcos, so just to think about what I've seen on the show them do to people, ain't no way I could. No, I'm not going to. So I'm not going to Mexico. I'm not going anywhere that because now everyone's it's just gonna be too much, like.
Another hot topic I thought was pretty different, but I guess the alligator knocking on the door.
Wait, so how did he knock on the door? Like he just hit his head or something against the door?
No, he climbed up, and I guess the dad, he thought it was one of his kids' friends, and when he answered the alligator, he came in and bit his thigh.
Oh my God, that is crazy.
Yeah, it is. But I guess this isn't the first time. It's going on in Florida a lot right now.
So the alligators are just running rampant.
Oh yeah.
That is scary. So I had a track meet like in college in Florida. Where's University of Florida? Mm-hmm. I don't know what part of Florida that is, but
probably Tallahassee.
We've seen so many alligators, and I had being a California girl, I'd never seen even moving to Iowa, that was my first time seeing farm animals. I seen them on TV or at the zoo. Yeah, so when I realized I went to the Iowa State Fair and they were milking cows. I'm like, what?
You're like, we're in Iowa.
People milk cows. I didn't know any, because I'm from the city. I don't really know. Yeah. So when we seen all those alligators, I'm like, alligators are really
in real life.
They're not just at the zoo. They're just out running around.
Yeah.
Like how deers are here. That's crazy. Mm-hmm. But yeah, there's been a lot of stuff in the news. nowadays it's like if I'm already in a down mood, I'm not turning the news on, because it's just gonna be thing after thing after thing, and it's like
always make you live on the edge too.
Yeah, and I'm, to be honest, like so with the Oscars being on today, I like Instagram and things like the day after things, because you don't even have to watch it. Even when it's during it, you don't even have to watch it. All you do is go to Instagram and people are posting the highlights and things that happen. I remember this last fight, I can't remember who it was, and we didn't order it. I just watched it on Instagram. Because literally people were either live on Instagram. Yes, it was his. People were live on Instagram, or they were doing the highlights. So I'm excited to see the news.
I do it all the time. I don't buy. I just get on YouTube that night.
Yeah, that too.
Yeah, that night.
It'll be that quick.
Yeah.
And so I'm excited to see the next day of like the Oscars and the news, like if something happens or what's going to happen. I think that there's a lot of great movies lately, so it'll be good to see who won. And
the behind the scenes stuff, the outfits, So, that'd be good. Yeah.
The red carpets. Well, yeah, I think that, Hot Topic wise, we had a week full of like good things that were, newsworthy. I want to know an update to Ja Morant too. I want to know like, so how long is this? Obviously he's not playing for the rest of the season, but like, will somebody else pick him up?
I think they will, because of his skill. I think they will, but if he does one more thing, though, I don't know.
A lot of these coaches nowadays, though, they're looking at character. I remember in college, going to college, one of my high school friends, coming out of college, my high school friends, was a good football player. No one would touch him because of his character. So it took him a while to even get drafted when he was, in between 2004, 2008, one of the best college football players.
Yeah, because they don't want a chance. And plus, once they sign them contracts, and they give up some of the money, so once they sign them contracts, you're taking the chance.
So he better be careful, because there's a lot of talent in the NBA. He might
get replaced.
He might have written his ticket out, or this is always going to be over his head. So you have to kind of like AI. I feel like he outperformed a lot of his stuff. Like bad things that happened, he was so good that they didn't care.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So you better make sure that he can back it up.
You better. And thing you got to look at it too. You can't do stuff back to back. Even if you do, people make mistakes, but you can't keep doing stuff. You know what I mean?
Because now it looks like you don't care.
Yeah.
And again, you guys, even if you don't want to be a role model or not, you are a role model.
Yeah,
you chose this. So you don't want kids to think, well, I can do whatever I want. I'm still gonna be able to play. I'm still gonna be able to go pro. I'm still gonna be able to, you know what I mean? Because then it's gonna be hard to coach them. They're gonna turn into uncoachable young adults.
Thank you. And money can't buy you out of everything.
Nope.
Yeah.
Alrighty, well, we will take our last break of the day. Thank you for watching the Urban Impact Show. We'll be right back.
Thank you.
Welcome back to the Urban Impact Show. Are we still talking about if we're going to Mexico or not? Just want to put that out there. We're still talking.
Us all fired up.
Yeah, we're still talking about it. I think the consensus is most folks is going, but we might want to do a little research about where we're going and the parts we're going to. But I think people are still going. I think other folks are still going. Madison is definitely still going because she can speak Spanish, so she can take care of herself in Mexico. So. She's still going, but yeah, I just find it interesting. So y'all have to let us know. Are you traveling to Mexico or not? We'd love to know because Brittany's not.
Not right now. Not right now. It's too hot over there.
Brittany's taking a break from there. Trey don't know about it. I think Shekinah's good. I'm going. You go. Okay, everybody in this room, like
we gonna see y'all when y'all get back. We're gonna see y'all when y'all get back.
I'm going with Madison because she can speak, so that's all I need to do. Madison can speak for us, so I'm rolling with Madison when we go down there. It's all good. I'm going. So we have had a great show today. It seems like that time always goes by really fast.
I know.
You know, with all of our guests, we've had a really great show today, and so looking forward to next week. I'll let y'all wrap it up with some final thoughts. Brittany, then Joelle.
Yeah, I think I'm excited for this week of spring break, and since I couldn't take my kids out of town for spring break, I'm like, what can we find in our city to do that will still keep him entertained, and I can split in between work and different things like that. So yeah, we're gonna try to find some things to do, and then we still have boot camp this week. So I feel like my soreness is getting away from me, so which is exciting because now I could hit it back hard tomorrow at 5 a.m. What about you, Jamal?
Spring break's here, so let's see. I guess we got to get more food in the fridge because the kids are home.
They're going to eat you out of house and home.
But they are going to do some housework. So that's about it. Just work, boot camp, and I guess moving forward in life, you know.
And let me tell you, just one thing before we wrap up. Jamal takes our boot camp so serious. It was funny. His kids are in the background. He's like, you know how I feel when you guys are messing up my thing. You got it. Yeah, so I'm just like, see, he is dedicated. The kids was doing it for a little bit. His wife was doing it, you know. It was really good. I'm trying to get Rich to do it with us. Yeah, the 5 a.m. is kind of hard for him, but he's like, I'm going to try to get him to do it with us.
Yeah, 5 a.m.
Look, I'm like, it's spring break. What's spring break? I don't even know what that is. Like, I don't get a spring break. But for all y'all that do get a spring break, enjoy your spring break. Yes. I feel you on the whole putting food in the house thing. I went shopping today, and let me tell you, I don't know who has control over this. No, seriously. President, somebody. I only bought groceries just literally for, I'm going to go on this rant real quick, okay? I bought groceries just for today, dinner today, dinner $100. Tomorrow. $100. And I didn't even get to finishing out the week to feed them for the week, just for breakfast for the next few days, and a couple frozen pizzas, and some noodles and some tuna. I walked out of there $151, and we ain't even still got through the week for dinner. Like, that was just for 2 days worth and a little bit of breakfast and maybe lunch to get you through a few days. That was it. And I'm walking out of here and I'm going, everything I picked up, $4 here, $4.50 here, $5 here, $3.50 there. And I'm like, this is ridiculous. And I'm grateful for my family unit, you know, because we all support each other. If you don't have, you will have, because I've got an immediate family. I ain't talking to all of y'all, but my immediate family, we take care of each other. So we always will have, because we watch out for one another. But I started thinking about, when I was driving home, the people who don't have that kind of support. How can they pay for bills? You're talking about kids being home. We know, we dread summertime and spring break, because we know we got, everything goes up. We got to feed the kids, but I can't imagine not having and
not being able to.
Yeah, and having to feed your kids. Or here's the deal, we might have it, but that's still a big burden on all of us. So everyone is hurting right now when it comes to these groceries. So I just want to urge, in my little wrap-up time, let's fix this problem, because literally I feel like we're all being taken advantage of because of the times.
They're trying to get the stimulus money back from us.
Well, anyway, I mean, if you give us stimulus money, we're going to give it right back to you, because we need groceries, we need this, we need that. But at the end of the day, I just feel like we're being taken advantage of.
Oh, absolutely.
And I think everyone is capitalizing on this time of post-COVID, that they're just jacking up all of these prices.
I'm still stuck at eggs.
Me too.
I'm still stuck at why they're that much.
Yes.
Is there a shortage? There's a shortage with the chickens, or like a lot of them got poisoned or something?
I'm gonna go get me some chickens.
Right,
How about I fix that problem? I just need to go get some chickens.
We can all go in on it in
Mexico. I'm telling you, me and my dad actually talked about growing our own stuff because with the restaurant, he was like, we're paying this for the greens and this and that. And he's like, we just need to go buy some land, grow our own stuff so we can have it. So if anybody's ready to grow their own stuff, holla at me.
Right,
because
let's make a partnership with this.
We can make a partnership out of this because I'm telling you, we're being played. Like we are so dependent upon everything else. And we actually have the power to get our own stuff and grow our own things. Yeah, I'm just not a gardener, so I just need a gardener on the team. If I can get me a gardener, I'll buy the supplies. I just need the person. Okay, that's all I need, because at this point, I just feel like it's getting worse, and it's just like I don't see the light.
Yeah.
You know, everyone keeps giving us these broken promises about it's coming, it's coming. When? Because the gas, the groceries, I'm just like, I don't see how people make it. Literally, you work, you're paying it all back in there. So you can give me all the stimulus money you want. I'm gonna give it right back to you because I'm gonna need those things to be able to make it. So, okay, that was my little 10-second rant. I'm done with that. But we have had a great show. Really looking forward to the work that we're going to continue to do here with the Urban Impact Show.
Yes.
Again, I will put my plea out there. We're asking people to give to the show. Your monies will be used for us to continue to do this. So just know that your penny, your quarters, your nickels, your dimes, your dollars, whatever you've got that you give to us will be put right back into this show to continue the great work that we're doing.
Yes.
We're excited about the work. We're getting our website going. We're getting our YouTube going. And so we've got a lot of great things happening with the show. So keep following us, keep liking our page, keep telling people about what we're doing, because we're doing it for you.
Yes.
You know, we all could be doing other things, but we believe in the Urban Impact Show. So with that, we will be back next week with some more amazing guests right here, same time, same place. We'll see you next week, Urban Impact Show.
Have a good week.